Have you ever wondered why the sky is blue or why apples fall from trees instead of floating upwards? You're not alone. These questions have sparked the curiosity of humans for centuries. Today we're diving into the world of science, where we'll break down complex ideas into simple, understandable parts. First, consider the question about the blue sky. It all comes down to a phenomenon called Rayleigh scattering. This is a process that causes light waves to scatter in many directions when they encounter particles smaller than the wavelength of the light. When sunlight, which is made up of different colors, enters the Earth's atmosphere, it collides with molecules and tiny particles in the air. Shorter wavelengths, like blue and violet light, scatter more than other colors with longer wavelengths. But why do we see the sky as blue and not violet? The answer lies in our eyes. Human eyes are more sensitive to blue light and less sensitive to violet light. Furthermore, some of the violet light gets absorbed by the ozone layer, which further reduces the amount we see. Now let's move on to gravity, the reason why apples fall from trees. In the late 17th century, Sir Isaac Newton formulated the universal law of gravitation, which explains why objects attract each other. Every object in the universe, no matter how small or large, exerts a force on every other object. This force, known as gravity, pulls objects towards each other. The Earth, being much larger than an apple, exerts a greater force, pulling the apple towards it, causing the apple to fall to the ground instead of floating upwards. So, what have we learned today? We've discovered that the sky appears blue due to Rayleigh scattering, a process that causes light waves to scatter more in the blue and violet spectrum when they collide with small particles in the Earth's atmosphere. However, because our eyes are more sensitive to blue light and because some violet light gets absorbed by the ozone layer, we perceive the sky as blue. We've also learned that gravity, as articulated by Sir Isaac Newton's universal law of gravitation, is the force that causes apples to fall from trees. Every object in the universe exerts a force on every other object. The Earth, being much larger than an apple, exerts a greater force, pulling the apple towards it. In the world of science, questions lead to discoveries, and discoveries lead to a greater understanding of the world around us. So, the next time you find yourself wondering why something is the way it is, remember that the answer might just be a scientific explanation away. Remember to stay curious, keep asking questions, and never stop learning. Until next time, happy exploring!